Hey guys, it's Ashley from Southern Paws. I am just here to do your medical video. This is the medical video for my Australian Shepherd Border Collie mixes. Before we get started, if you guys do need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I am totally here for you. I just do these videos because it's a little bit easier for me than calling everybody. So if you need me, shoot me a text. That is the best way to get in touch with me. My number is 201-960-2738. Just so you know, also everything I'm going to go over with you is written down on your intake form, but it's just in Cliff Note version. So if you guys don't actually get an explanation on it, you're not going to know what any of it means. So jumping right in, the first thing is your vet visit. Hopefully you guys got your vet visits within 48 hours. You do need to do that either Monday or Tuesday, and that is in your contract. So if you can't get into your vet, you do need to get in somewhere. The reason for this, okay, transport, every time we move the puppies, they get checked out, and when we move them, it weakens their immune system. So we're moving them finally to you guys, which can cause a break in the immune system, and usually by the third day, if they have anything brewing, you guys are going to see full-blown signs and symptoms. So the goal is to make sure that that doesn't happen. So that's why it's important that you do get in that 48 hours. We don't want to see full-blown signs and symptoms on the puppies. When you guys go to your vet appointment, okay, if you decided to sign up with Liberty Mutual, we're going to talk a little bit about that later, you're going to do a heartworm test. The reason for this is because, yes, Liberty Mutual covers heartworm treatments, but it's important that you get this test because there is a caveat there that says if you don't have a negative test, they will not cover you. They'll say it's pre-existing. So when you go to your vets, they're probably going to argue about this. The reason we do it now is because puppies under 6 months cannot pop positive for heartworm. So because of that, you want to get it now so that you have that baseline test. You never have to worry about it. So if you signed up with Liberty Mutual, that's one of the things you're going to do. If you didn't sign up with Liberty Mutual, make sure you call your companies and see what they say about what they require and if they have any requirements. Everybody else, whether you signed up or not, you're going to do a basic fecal sample, and you're also going to do just a basic wellness check. Okay, that's all you're doing at this visit. So heartworm test if you're doing insurance, and you're going to do a fecal and a wellness. That's it. When you go, I'm going to give you guys 3 documents to take with you. It'll be in your adoption packet. You're going to get a hard copy of the letter to the veterinarian that I already gave you guys. You're going to get the record from our sister organization of everything that they've done with them. And then you're also going to get the Southern Paws intake sheet. That's everything that they've had done, as well as everything that we've done with them in layman's terms for you guys. And that's also the document I want you guys to take a look at when you get home. And that's where you're going to find how much to feed, how often to feed, what their sleep schedule is, what their potty schedule is, that kind of thing. That's all going to be on your Southern Paws intake sheet. So make sure you take a look at that when you get home. Everybody during COVID is going home with a round of antibiotics, okay? You guys specifically did have a fecal that was previously positive for coccidia. So that's one of the intestinal parasites we went over in your health awareness form. You can go back there. It's nothing serious, but it is something that does need treatment. They were treated down south for it, but because of the way transport stresses them out and weakens their immune system, we see a lot of puppies that'll relapse during transport and the moving. So because of that, we always make sure that we do another round of treatment when they get here. So that's what your medication is for. You're going to have 2 different antibiotics. You're going to have Metro and Albon. The Metro is given twice a day. The Albon is given once a day. Very, very important. On Sunday, the only medication you are going to give Sunday night is going to be the night dose of Metro. Again, Sunday, the only medication you guys are going to give is going to be the night dose of Metro. Okay, very important. I don't want you guys to accidentally double dose the dogs. Okay, we will have already given them the Albon and the morning dose in the morning. So again, Metro, night dose. That's it. If your med bags say give a half, give a quarter, give a third, we will have already cut everything for you. So you just have to dispense it. You don't have to worry about cutting anything. Feeding. Okay, so you guys are going to do also on Sunday 2 feedings. You're going to do an afternoon and an evening feeding. We will have done the morning feeding. Okay, so that's important to know. 2 things before I jump into the vaccines that they have. Okay, when you go to your vet appointment this week, No vaccines under any circumstances. You need to wait at least 7 days before you give a vaccine after transport. Reason being, like we said before, transport weakens their immune system. Now you're taking a live virus and injecting it into a weakened immune system, which can make them susceptible to whatever it is that you're giving them, so they can break with things. We don't want that, okay? So they need to have at least 7 days. So you guys are not going to do any vaccines until after the 27th of July. Okay, and that is written down for you, but just so you know. Also, there is a vaccine that they don't have, and that is the Lyme lepto vaccine. We do have a problem with Lyme and lepto up here, and lepto specifically is gnarly. Okay, this vaccine is really important because there is no cure for lepto, and I have seen lepto take out a perfectly healthy 5-year-old dog in like 48 hours. Okay, so because of that, the vaccine is important. But with this vaccine, it's really important that you guys monitor them for 12 hours afterwards. Okay, this is not a vaccine you like give them and go to work for the day. You need to monitor them and make sure that they had the vaccine and they're not having any weird signs or symptoms. If you see any weird signs or symptoms, vomiting, so lethargic they can't stand up, neurological symptoms, anything like that, you need to get them to an emergency hospital immediately. This vaccine reaction is super, super rare, but it's really, really serious. Okay. I've only seen 2 cases in my entire career out of about 3,500 dogs. So chances are you guys aren't going to see it, but it's important you know about it because of the severity of it. We always tell you about it. Okay. But it is an important vaccine and you should get it. If you're signing up for Liberty Mutual, good note, wait until after your comprehensive kicks in to do it so that if God forbid they have the reaction, it's covered. Okay, vaccines that we have. So they do have 2 of the distemper parvos. That's the DPPV. This is one of their core vaccines. So they do have 2 of those. Until you get the 3rd one, which also is going to be due on the 27th, you are not going to take them anywhere. No training yet. No going to dog parks. If you go to Petco or anything, don't put them on the floor or in the basket. Nothing like that. Okay, you need to keep, they're not fully protected. So you need to get them one more vaccine before you start taking them places where lots of other dogs frequent. Now, you can go see your mom's dog or your neighbor's dog or your best friend's dog. That's fine. As long as they are up to date on vaccines, you don't have to worry about it. But just make sure you don't take them where lots of unknown dogs frequent until you get that next vaccine. They did have Bordetella. Okay, they're probably going to want to booster that. That's normal. They're too young for their rabies. That's also going to be due anytime after July 27th. Heartworm we talked about. Okay, again, if you signed up with Liberty Mutual, you're going to get a test at your first vet visit. Even if they argue with you about it, you're going to tell them, no, I need it for my insurance. If they give you really problems about it, just call me. We've had a couple clients that had a really hard time with getting it. So tell them to call me. I'm here. I'm happy to talk to your vets. Aside from that test, this year you're going to do 2 other heartworm tests. Usually you do 1 a year. This year you're going to do 2. The reason for this, okay, you're going to do it in January, which is 6 months from now, and in July. We do this because of that 6-month heartworm window, okay? This gets both ends of the window so that if God forbid they have it, you catch it immediately, okay? So after this year, you can go to doing it annually at your annual wellness exams, but this year you're going to do 2, and that's 1 in January and 1 in July. You also are going to keep this dog on prevention forever. Okay, that is the monthly heartworm pill. You're going to get that from your vet, and it's going to be due on the 15th of every month. So your next one is going to be due on August 15th. Okay, don't ever miss a pill. This is so important. Everybody was spayed or neutered on the 14th. Okay, yes, this past 14th, which was Tuesday maybe. COVID days. Who knows what day it is. So with that, you guys are going to have a little bit of extra care, okay? Moderated activity for at least a week after pickup, all right? So they can still play, but don't let them party too hard. No running up and down the stairs, no jumping on and off furniture. They can play, but don't let them run laps, don't let them be rock stars, all right? They can be rock stars after a week. So just try and keep them moderated activity level for at least 7 days, and they're not going to have cones or anything like that, but they will have sutures. So those will have to come out. You guys can make sure you see your vet, somewhere around the 21st to the 24th, and they'll remove them for you. Okay, that's everything. Check out the Facebook page starting to possibly today. If they send me anything, definitely tomorrow, Saturday. Start watching the Facebook page. You guys will get to see pictures and videos. And I really look forward to meeting you guys very briefly and from a distance on Sunday. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you then. Thanks.